Do you remember the moment you fell in love with Australian rules football? Do you remember that first game you watched on television? Our game has evolved over the years, and we have all been witness to it. Television has been there for almost 60 years. It has given us images that will stay with us forever. Memories that will stand the test of time. It has connected the millions of fans to its biggest names. And there's been none bigger in the game than Ronald Dale Barassi.
The footy field, where our great game, Australian rules football, has been played for more than 150 years. It's changed a fair bit over the years. New teams, new stadiums, new rules. But it's still the greatest game in the world. Our game is defined by moments. Moments that we'll never forget. Moments that make a legend. Moments that inspire us. Moments that have made grown men cry. And moments that mean more and more as every season passes.
Here it is!
Every year, this game produces moments like these, and it will continue to do so for many, many more. But it's not just moments on the field that we remember. Moments that shape the game happen off the field and can be just as significant.
For sheer impact on the public psyche, football Australian style sits on a plane of its own. I've covered this game for more than 40 years, and I've chased a lot of stories in that time. Caught a couple too. When Ron Barassi left Melbourne after the '64 premiership win to go to Carlton, the game went into a state of shock. In fact, the state of Victoria went into a state of shock. At the time, it was like the Pope declaring he had defected to the Church of England.
It was unacceptable to me that I could work with men who wouldn't back me.
The sacked coach has long provided football with its most dramatic headlines. The Wayne Carey scandal rocked the football world in 2002 and prompted an unprecedented level of media coverage.
I believe this is the only proper and responsible course of action. Thank you.
With television, radio, newspapers, internet and social media, it's hard to believe just how big this game is. But after the story has been written, the game is and always has been about the players, the modern-day gladiators of our sport. They are the biggest stars in town.
The players' rooms, where more than 12,000 players who've played this game at the highest level have prepared for action. Football's been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. Growing up, I was glued to the TV, watching some of the game's greatest ever players. And I've been lucky enough to play with and against the modern-day superstars. Imagine being able to watch more of yesterday's champions in action. Whitten, Nichols, Baldock and Farmer. But there just wasn't the level of coverage then as there is today. We live in an age where every game is covered. So every memorable mark, every freakish goal and every match-winning moment can be replayed and remembered forever and a day. The coverage of our game has come a long way since the 1950s.
I've been lucky to call many games of football from here, and I suppose some of the game's great moments.
And the Magpies have done it. The last time was 1953.
It's the caller's job to accurately describe the game to the viewers and to entertain them. Sometimes it's the commentary that makes the moment even more special.
To the wing position on the member stand side. Oh, just a let go! You're guilty! Look at the scenes here at Fremantle.
Football broadcasting has, of course, changed a lot over the years. In my time, we had just 3 cameras covering the big games. Nowadays, there's up to 50 cameras covering the biggest matches. So now, tonight, we launch a 24-hour football channel. Who would ever have thought it?
It's a whole new era of football on television, and the era begins right now. Over to a maestro, Eddie Maguire.
Thanks, Tony. FoxFooty is here and we're ready to go. I tell you what, we can't wait for this to begin. It's going to be bigger and better than ever. The biggest moments will happen right here live. The biggest stories in the game will unfold right here. And the biggest stars in the game will perform for you right here. FoxFooty, it's your team, your game, your channel. Let's get cracking.
Here comes Bunny. Wheels around. Gathers the football. Oh!